Hello folks, it's Van Kraken here and welcome to a World of Warships PC stream. I am what you might call a variety World of Warships streamer, if there is any sort of thing like that. I stream World of Warships Legends the majority of my week, but my goal is to start streaming more of World of Warships PC as well, as I have been playing World of Warships PC for 4 years as of Thanksgiving, and I was an alpha tester for World of Warships Legends, so you could say I'm pretty much a slave to WG, at least when it comes to the ships front. I have given up tanks. I have given up tanks for, well, the concerted future, we'll see. So anyway, tonight we're just going to do very relaxing, low-key grind. I am trying to work out the bugs on my software for broadcasting to YouTube. I've done well on Twitch so far and have made my affiliate status, but I'm not accepting a contract with Twitch at this point because I think YouTube has a ton of potential for gaming as well. So I don't want to be beholden to one company just to take some subs. It's just not the direction I want to go. This isn't my primary source of income, nor will it be anytime in the near future. I'm really doing this for fun and for my love of World of Warships and helping new players learn to appreciate this game by improving their gameplay, if possible, and forming some relationships around the game. So this channel is low-key. We share common interests, have good conversation. You know, most of all, just enjoying some good times and fun together. I am not a salty player. I feel like we can be casual and competitive at the same time, but at the same time be decent players and not demean those who are struggling. Doesn't mean I won't call out some potato behavior every now and then, even in myself. But again, I think we can work together to learn, grow, and improve without being demeaning to our fellow humans. There's enough of that on the internet right now. So I'm just trying to desalinate one little corner of the internet that is Van Kraken Gaming. So super glad you can join me tonight or catch this on VOD on YouTube. I have an account there with some different content for World of Warships PC and Legends if you're interested. And I will be housing my live streams there forever, or as long as it lasts. So anyway, tonight we just have two objectives. Now, I had labeled this stream my free-to-play Europe account. I have two accounts in NA, and this is my European account. And I've been trying to grind it up so I can play with some folks in EU that I've met. I didn't really have any ships of note, and you're looking at my whole port. So I wanted to get some ships at each tier. And again, just have the flexibility to be able to play with some folks that I know on that side of the pond. I'm in North America. So tonight, I'm going to work on blowing off my Snowflakes, what's left of them, in co-op. And then going to be trying to get progressing on the combat missions for the campaign to unlock the Strasbourg. So because I'm playing a lot of Legends and I'm trying to go for the Massachusetts, which is the current campaign on Legends, I have decided to partake of a year of premium. This is going to be my free account, but it is my secondary, well, it's my third account. I have two NA accounts. So I did buy premium because I think it's going to be necessary for me to unlock this campaign and get this ship within the time frame required. So usually I'm just playing PC during the holidays. The first year I'm going to be grinding both. And I've got a bit of a late start, so looks like now that I am the proud owner of some premium time, I can also, unlock another task, right? So let's say earn 5 destroyed ribbons. Have to have Heisen for that. That ain't going to happen anytime soon. 25 torpedo hits, tier 5. 400,000 damage with cruisers. I already have that. No, do we have that selected? Yep, that is selected. 550,000 HP with carriers. I don't play CVs, but we'll take the battleship task. All right, so Strasbourg is our goal. Sorry, I'm just thinking through things, getting my brain warmed up here. It's a little bit of a late start for me. So obviously we're not going to make great headway on these rewards in co-op, but I do want to try to get these snowflakes blown off, and I think you guys know for the most part, hopefully, that you can get your quicker wins in co-op. I understand you only need 300 XP now this year too, which is a huge improvement, so you can play in regular battles as well, but I'm going to get the Snowflakes taken care of and then go ahead and play some games in standard. Standard randoms. You'll hear my vernacular switch back and forth between PC and Legends these days because I'm, again, 1 foot in each community, which is kind of a unique position as a streamer because I don't know of really anybody else who's doing what I'm doing, which is trying to be, again, a variety World of Warships streamer. And trying to multi-stream to Twitch and to YouTube. Been multi-streaming my Legends stuff. But tonight, this is just an exclusive EU-only stream in PC. So again, this is low-key. I've noticed other streamers like Notzer, who I watch a lot, doing the same kind of thing today. People are just trying to get their tasks taken care of. This is a new account for me, so I started out with a couple lines that are familiar and comfortable for me. I like the German Battleship line all the way up to tier 8 a lot. I'm not a huge fan of the FDG, though on my primary NA account I've finally gotten through the FDG to the GK. And then in the same week I think I unlocked the Republique and the Conqueror all in 1 week within like 2 days of one another. I had let those ships simmer for quite a while working on the tier 9s, and I just said I'm gonna push, get them done, and interestingly I finished them all within the same week. It was kind of crazy. I probably should be doing this tier at randoms anyway, because it's probably mostly bots even in randoms, eh? Take 1 shot in HE, we'll load AP for the next round. Hope you guys all had an awesome holiday. We had a good holiday. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and things are a little bit sketch here with regard to medical conditions. So we had a very focused family gathering, just my wife and my 2 kids. We have local family, but they stayed home. An ex-scientist by training. I guess once a scientist, always a scientist. So I'm just taking the situation seriously and trying to be as responsible as possible around my older in-laws who live locally. It's scary, man. I'm over half century old, and you do start thinking about stuff more than you were young. You have more considerations health-wise every day. I can attest. Hey, we got a kill.
Cruiser destroyed.
Missed it by that much.
Sweet.
All right, free sound effects, no extra charge on my stream for that.
Our team has taken the lead.
Gonna get broadside here on the Hatsu. I have AP loaded, but let's go ahead and go with it. Oh. You may get a lucky kill there. Oh. Hello, German dispersion. Yeah, he's dead. He should be dead. Oh, it's bot shooting at him now. Alright, well, bot shoots center mass, right? Most likely they're gonna hit him. Go for the side armor on the Russians, which is much weaker.
Our victory is in
The
sight.
frontal armor. Piotr has an amazing bow, but not so good at side or transverse armor. Oops, comes the torps. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Bayern on my Legends account on console, and kind of back to my roots. I played a lot of the German Battleship line when I first started playing the game, after a bout with the US Cruiser line that, as a brand new player, probably wasn't a great choice to go to Omaha. And ultimately back then, it was Cleveland at tier 6. Now I'm grinding Cleveland on one of my accounts at tier 8, which is a less fun experience, though I am getting the hang of her at tier 8. It's just the main battery range is a challenge at times, especially in tier 10 games. All right, only a couple ships left. One more salvo in on this Piotr. Piotr. He's dead. All right, let's turn on the Koenig.
Our victory is in sight.
He's on fire. A lot of you probably know, I mean, just the value of doing co-op for your Snowflake missions. If you have a large port, you can knock your missions out pretty dang quickly. That's the main goal. Just basically speed runs through your whole port, collect your gifts, which is mainly coal on this account. I don't have any ships high enough to get the juicier stuff yet. Again, I could not pass up a year of premium, which, if you know, because you've checked in the shop, maybe you haven't, it's $44 for a year of premium right now, which is a pretty dang good deal. It's the only time of year I try to buy premium is when it's 50% off, so I jumped on it. Again, this was going to be my free-to-play account, and I lied. Actually... Again, it's gonna be pretty much a battle with bots, I think. Let's see. This time of night on the EU server, that's what I'm guessing. Let's see what happens. I really need to grind credits on this account. I've gotten to tier 8. I have the York completely ground out and I'm ready to buy the Hipper. That's gonna be, sorry, tier 7. That's gonna be for my first tier 8 will be Hipper. But I am credit poor for sure. But maybe I won't be as poor now since I've got some premium time. I've always played with premium time. It's the one thing that I break down and buy over the last probably 2 cycles. Last year I did buy some Santa crates, but not nearly as many as the prior 2 years when I really loaded up when the ship drop rates were insane. I know they're not as good now. So I've been holding off on buying so many crates and going more with premium time. Though I did buy a Scharnhorst and a Massachusetts on this account because you had an amazing coupon that came up when my account was a couple weeks old. It was like, whatever you spend to buy a ship in dollars, you'll get double that back in doubloons after buying the ship. So I bought a $40 Scharnhorst and I got $80 in doubloons back. Used my 25% off coupon to buy a Massachusetts before it left the shop. So I wound up with a tier 7 and a tier 8 premium for not a lot of money. I mean, I still have quite a few doubloons left from that transaction.
Action stations.
Maybe $50 all in, $55. Yeah, there's some bots filling this game out, but actually not as many as I thought there would be. I guess if you're in Europe, you guys are waking up or starting to wake up, huh? It's pretty late here. Alright, Königsberg. This is one of my favorite ships in World of Warships PC. If you're a newer player, it's actually one of my favorite ships in both versions of the game. She's sturdy enough when angled versus other cruisers at this tier. She has 6-kilometer torpedoes with 2 torpedo racks on each side. So very useful and defensible for island ambushes or short-term, near-term defense. She can self-spot with her own catapult fighter. She has hydro. Her HE is German. It's not fantastic, but it's good enough. And her AP is relatively strong, especially against other cruisers that are broadside at close distances. So, again, I love this little ship. She's a kind of do-it-all for different missions where you can run a tier 4. I know the campaign stuff that's going on mostly tier 5, so... HE flinging New York.
Main
hit
turret
me.
critically damaged. The ship is on fire.
Pretty
Problem solved,
maneuverable
sir.
too. Kind of surprised he's not hitting me, but I got in a little close.
Enemy battleship detected.
Wakeful in the cap. Oh, cap area. Dang. Once they blink off as a target, you lose your accuracy. You can no longer spot the enemy. So you have a little tiny window after they blink out to blind fire them before you lose your accuracy. Get off me, New York.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Karlsruhe. It's lower tier than us. Gonna prioritize the DDs. If we spot a DD, we're gonna shoot a DD.
Enemy cruiser detected.
DDs are not only a menace to battleships, they are the eyes of the enemy team. The sooner you can get them out of a match, the more lopsided it will become in your favor. Get my aiming back here. There we go. Come on. One more salvo. A little bit behind. He's using his smoke again. So the British destroyers have a really fast recharge time on their smoke consumable. It's far more of a defensive smoke than some other nations. Now I'm being fired at by probably that New York. Let's turn inside the Arkansas beta here. I don't want to go in any deeper. I'm going to slow down and turn. He adjusted his fire, unfortunately. And Arkansas is going to screw me. Dude. Oh, Santa horns are back. Sweet. I remember a couple years ago when the horns came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this horn thing. How stupid. No one wants horns. Spend your dev time on something that's useful, not horns." Right? Which, whenever they do anything that isn't what someone wants fixed. Why are you doing these esoteric things when you should be fixing the core mechanics of the game? Fix the matchmaking. So, ship horns came out, and then everyone just freaking loved the ship horns. And they stayed. Legends kind of sucks with regard to horns because they all sound pretty much alike. I love how on PC just about every set of horns is different. Yeah, this game's taking a lot longer. Longer than I expected. I guess New York's a little bit of a seal clubber.
Fighter returning to ship.
Definitely has better shot than a lot of New York players. Better aim. And he's right on target on the Iron Duke. Oh, Yahagi. Getting free Yahagis on Legends if you complete mission step 40 of the campaign. That Acasta. Oh, we got that wakeful out or not. Just a little bit behind. Yeah, the wakeful's out. Stupid New York, leave me alone. Try to go dark here. So I'm primarily a cruiser player. Spotted right now. If I go broadside, I'm going to be in big trouble. That New York is still targeting me, so... he's back on me. Only thing that he's not doing is... could have killed me outright if he shoot AP, so... Maybe he's just a newer player with good
The
aim.
ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Get one more shot off before we have to fire where we're in open water. Maybe we'll kite the edge of this island. Keep him from detecting us. Set his butt on fire.
Look what I have created! I have made fire!
So now that there's a direct line between me and him, if I fire again, I'll get spotted, so... As long as half my ship or half of his ship's behind the island, I won't get detected, but... Gotta be another ship from the opposite side detecting me. Maybe it's the Yahagi. It's probably that Gangoot. Okay. Probably need to go dark here. Ah, who do we get? We burned down the New York.
Sweet.
Revenge is sweet. He must have got spanked by someone. My fire just finished him off. Fire at the fishing boat here. Get our lead correct. Man, we're a little behind on the DDs. There we go. No number next to my detected symbol, so battleships must be targeting our Oklahoma. I'm gonna pivot my guns. 4 seconds to breaking detection. Okay. Now we don't want to be the first ship to fire, well, especially if the Oklahoma dies. If the Oklahoma dies, we are next to get targeted. So we have to play this smart. Yahagi is kind of a pest. They just came to Legends, and pretty much you can citadel one of those things from almost any angle, it seems like. Extremely fragile. Mini Mogami armor. Or even worse, Ibuki armor. Come on. Okay, he's out. He's got a decent ship lead. We have 2 cap to 1 advantage. Now I just want to be in the bubble of these ships, so yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to be the nearest target and the lowest health target, so I'm going to make way and get behind the New York before I start firing again. If New York actually gives me some running room. This may not see me. Okay. Now that I have a little bit of a shield, we'll open fire again on the Congo. We don't have to slow down a lot because Congo has got some pretty quick feet. Don't want to block the New York. Ooh, he's aiming at us. Okay, he's smart. He's picking the right ship to fire at. Set another fire. Notice how far we have to lead a Congo. Congo, fastest battleship at tier 5. If I remember correctly. Japanese battleships sacrifice armor for speed and mobility. Yeah, if we become a hard target to hit, he'll give up at shooting at us and start shooting at the New York. That's a much easier boat to hit. We're just basically kiting right now, which is not retreating. It's kind of actively maneuvering, leading them on a string, so to speak.
Our victory is in sight.
A lot of cruiser life is hiding away, but still being actively engaged, being close enough to get shots downrange onto enemy ships, but being a difficult target to hit.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Not a very high damage total in this game for us so far. But we are low tier. I think. Nope, we're high tier, but... maybe our fires haven't been sticking as much as normal. Getting a lot closer in the ships department. We need to get this Congo out. Did put his fire out. Okay, now we can kind of chill. We're gonna back off on the throttle because we're behind an island and we're no longer detected. Earlier we had that T-22 detecting us, so we can just hold position here, rain down some fire, and then move on when this guy's done.
Sunk.
They're down to a Hawkins. That ship I've played a little bit of and not the easiest. I've heard it's well worth it to get to the top of the new British heavy cruiser line, but it doesn't seem like the low to mid tier ships, in my experience so far, are very fun to play. I do have Hawkins on one of my US accounts. Oh, not too bad. We got 37,000 damage. We have a couple kills. Actually, I forgot. We will get some campaign credit for this ship. She is tier 5. I'm, again, playing so much Legends of late, making content for the Legends side that I'm kind of have my tiers reversed. It's only 7 tiers in Legends. Oops, don't hit the island. Nice. We'll take it. So we got a few tasks knocked out. Started. That's a decent base XP match. Team-wise, went up in second place. Love the Königsberg. It's a good starting line for newer players, I believe, if you're going to play cruisers. Till you get to the Nuremberg, that is a trickier boat to play. Yeah, I got some special containers. I may have been watching a stream or something. If you hook your Twitch account, I bought premium time and I get 24 hours of premium in a crate. That figures. If you happen to be watching Twitch, you probably know you can link your Twitch account to your World of Warships account, and you can get free crates that way. Quite a few, actually. Another day of premium. Oh, that's just hilarious. Let's do credits, because we're trying to grind some credits. I was hoping that the tech tree ships would go on discount. I usually do around the holidays. There's some credits. I think we have one middle of the road Santa crate to open too. Okay. We have 363 days of premium. Of course you're not going to drop a ship for me. Some New Year's camo. All right. Who's next? Massachusetts. Maybe we'll just run her in co-op. Well, maybe not. We don't have that many ships to grind through, and we do need to grind the campaign missions too, so... I'm gonna check my flags. Free XP going on. Credits. Okay, we'll go with this. Don't have all that many battles in the mass yet. I've had the Alabama for quite a while, so it's kind of odd, and you've got a ship that feels very similar to what you're used to, but is, again, not quite the same. It's different trying to get in so close earlier in games if you can with the mass. Obviously, she's a bow-in ship. She's pretty strong when bowed in, but you do want to get in within a range where you can start making those secondaries saying if possible. And right now, the way I have her kitted out, she has a 9.4 kilometer secondary range. That's covered up by my screen, but there is a mod available on the World of Warships mod station that puts right to the upper right of your ship indicator on the lower left panel what your ranges are for your secondary batteries and for your AA batteries. So, and it also gives you the percentage of how many of those guns are still alive that haven't been knocked out. Surprised that game had no CV. This game has no CV. What's up? One reason I've played a lot of Legends on console for this game in the last year is that there's no CVs there, but they're coming soon. So it's been this refuge of like, if you get fed up with CV play, you can go over there and just chill and not worry about it. And now
Let's give them a hard time.
that's probably going to be ending in the next patch in January, I would guess, the next big patch. All right, we're gonna go with the A and C mentality here. We're gonna help try to start. We'll start by supporting C and then just sense pressure and decide whether we can push there or just need to kind of hold position. Looks like the team is splitting pretty equally between the caps, which is good news. If we're able to push through the C cap, we can come around the backside and get flanking fire on the B cap, and even the A cap would come around. If we have a stronger force at C, as long as we hold them here, hopefully our A cap will have a better time of pushing through, and then they can come get crossfire on the cap that we're pushing. So if you haven't watched iChase before, that's small I-C-H-A-S-E. There's tons of great videos. Been watching his YouTube videos for years. He's got some very good videos on initial positioning and talking about balancing between your flanking caps and not doing a lemming train to a single cap. We do have one of their DDs here. Last match we had HE loaded in this boat, obviously.
Enemy battleship sighted.
I wouldn't hit the Leander anyway. So we have the Odin running with us. The kid to stay alive. He's sitting sideways to the enemy cap, which makes it a lot easier, enemy side of cap, for him to catch a full broadside of torpedoes. So I don't know how long he's going to be around. I hope he's going to stay around. We need his vision. Okay, they're not immediately pushing in. One thing about Massachusetts, man, she doesn't have great superstructure armor. She tends to take quite a bit of superstructure damage and is vulnerable to HE damage as well.
All stations.
We're going to mark the Olin by control clicking them. So if they come close enough to us, our secondaries will go to work. I'm kind of going to hold position here. We're waiting for... I don't know why our Devonshire is charging in. Probably not going to be lucrative. But waiting for our Odin to come around. But it looks like they're going to go behind the island, so I don't want to get immediately exposed. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. Oops.
Get back!
Dude, when that smoke runs out, you're going to get
Attention.
completely
Reporting the
torqued.
target position.
Trying to get used to the ballistics on these shells. It's got the floatier shells like Alabama. There's decent salvo. Knew we probably had torpedoes coming our way. Let's go ahead and do a heal. This set here is one I'm more worried about. See, the Odin is not even barely around the corner yet. So if I had charged this cap, I have a feeling that I would have been focused down by all 5 or 6 of those dudes. Because the Odin is not drawing any fire. Get the Oland out.
All stations, reporting the
Nice.
position of a strategic target.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay. That's how it's done.
Leander. Hipper is broadside. Let's stay on the Leander. Probably gonna turn for safety of the islands there. Okay, the Odin's pushing, so we were gonna now push too.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
It's time to go. Odin, don't eat torps from the cruiser. If you can help it. We're gonna help on the Ashigara. I have those ARP ships on my original NA account from eons ago when they were free. You get all the clones in one mission set.
Enemy cruiser detected.
It's crazy to me how much they were charging for them this time. Okay, in secondary range on the Ashigara now. Again, we'll have to watch for torpedoes. Horrid torpedo angle, so he'd have to show me full broadside. He's not going to want to do, so I doubt he's going to be able to fire off. Torpedoes are going to be in my path. Ooh, squishy, 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 squishy.
Down population, you bro.
Okay, we've basically eliminated him as a threat to the Odin now. His torpedoes. We're going to help secure the C cap. Taking A. We've got a pretty good ship advantage. Ooh, he did get torpedoes off. Watch out, Odin. Come on, Odin. Dude! Dude! How can you not know? Yeah? It's called torpedoes. It's called Japanese cruiser, dude. 10-kilometer torpedoes. I'm assuming that's who it was from. From that angle, it wasn't from this destroyer back here. That's probably where this gain is. Oh, unless it's where the Leander is hanging. Couldn't have come at that angle from the Leander. Let's get our plane up.
Spotter airborne.
Leander has 8-kilometer torpedoes, so we'll have to be cognizant of those. Alright, he's going to stay hidden, so let's get our This account is not running my gunsight mod for some reason.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Richelieu saw him. Richelieu has his secondaries mounted in the back primarily. It's gonna turn out though. One hit. One overpen. Keep firing, Leander. Though we do have to worry about that destroyer. Where is that skein? Scan. I don't know how to pronounce it. If I butcher it.
Spotter returning to ship.
Let's see if we can help take B. We'll still have a 2-to-1 cap advantage. I'm worried about hanging in this area and eating a large rack of torpedoes, because I think that DD is somewhere in this area here potentially. So we'll push over and help with the Bismarck. And then come back and clean up. Well ahead on points. Ahead on ships. Maybe we can blind fire.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, well, should be in range of the Vanguard here. One of the things getting the mass is notice her reduced main battery range versus Alabama. Pretty significant. The guns seem a little less accurate than Alabama too. I think it's like soft stat wise or something. But has to be some adjustment for the fact that she has pretty good secondaries. Definitely the reach. Shells hit about the same. They're pretty close to the same guns, if not the same guns.
Concentrate fire on the designated
We're
target.
losing ships. Vanguard's gonna show us broadside though. It's getting down there. Torpedo hit. Nice.
That was a great battle.
Good work, Mr. Kidd. And as expected, they're going to start flipping A. Well, C, and we're letting them flip A as well. Okay, the skein is down in A. Okay. That smoke was only from the Leander, obviously. We're not going to chase the Bismarck. Get fire on the North Carolina en route to supporting A.
Enemy destroyer detected.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Acknowledged.
Try to get in secondary range of the destroyer. Man, pesky Leander is still kicking. Cool. We defended A, so our point lead is going to keep accruing. So it's 2 caps to 1. Still 6 minutes. Okay. I still obsessively control click and select a ship for secondaries. I don't know if that matters when you're not running manual secondaries, but it's just force a habit. I think it might help.
Enemy battleship detected.
Oh, we just missed them. Okay, here we go, secondaries. Just gonna have to watch. They bow into him, bow into his current position because he's most likely launching torpedoes now. Awesome. Dude, this kid's getting it done.
That's how it's done.
So we're gonna stay bow into where the skein came from, unless the Abruzzi sees torpedoes. Oh, is he? Abruzzi fired his torpedoes in our direction. Unless the skein has really slow torpedoes, I think we're good. So my Achilles heel is I'm not a DD main. I started in cruisers, played a crap load of battleships, and been a cruiser main for quite a long time, so I have a lot of work to do in getting more experience in destroyers. So I don't know all my detection distances and torpedo ranges, though I do have a mod. I'm running some mods that show the torpedo range of the ships next to the ship icon, so that's actually helpful.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
I don't run anything that's not in the World of Warships mod station. I just feel like if they're there and I'm not in King of the Sea, I'm gonna just enjoy playing the game and get a couple little advantages. We need to get that other turret fired when he's broadside. There's a citadel. Yes. Secondaries on target. It is fun playing a secondary battleship, man. Just the whole cacophony of the secondary batteries is a fun thing. Bismarck's gonna turn out. We want to aim for his superstructure anyway. Only hope we have of like citadeling him would be plunging fire down through the deck, not hitting him in the armor belt, which is turtleback armor. Oh, there's the freaking Leander again. So we'll go mano-y-mano. American secondary battleship versus German. I have a health advantage, though. He has to show me broadside. Just to show one of us broadside. I'd probably be bowing, well, 6-1, half dozen of another. He has to show broadside to me or the Richelieu, so it's not a good choice either way, really. So I'm going to aim just above the armor belt. And do a little more damage in that region.
You can't handle the truth.
Then aiming at the armor belt. Where the closer you get to the German battleship, the more the armor belt theoretically will help defend against citadel hits. So if you aim a little bit above it, tend to get more damage done. Fluffy Panda. He just like running around capping caps. He's probably gonna have the top score because he's lower tier and it's low tier, and he keeps capping caps. And you guys know caps bring a big experience boost. Let's get our spotter up. Can't hurt. He's the last of the Mohicans. Two minutes to go. So again, I mean, I could be knocking Snowflakes off a lot faster in co-op, but this account doesn't have a lot of ships in it, so we'll kind of do this and Strasbourg at the same time. If I get around to grinding my main or secondary NA account, I'll have to speed grind for sure. I have a lot of ships in those ports, but I just don't know if I'm going to get to them. Too much going on, too many games to play. Real life to intercede. Can we get the lead and the aim? Noah's going to duck for the corner. He's going to try to get under that ledge. So I'm going to predict where he's going. He's got a shot. Get him. Oh, straddled him. I think it's the Sigma on this ship, or the vertical dispersion, that seems a little less forgiving than Alabama. Okay, so he knows the Richelieu is coming to this side. So I'm going to get my guns turned, because I would guess, if anything, he's going to run straight back behind the island, or he's going to come back our side. Oh, no, he's not. Oop, okay. He should not have done that, but he was dead anyway. Good game, team. So at least this way we make more progress on our Strasbourg tasks. So what do we need that? Oh, 11 million potential damage in battleships. Okay. That can be done pretty well in co-op, though. If you run towards enemy destroyers and bait them into shooting torpedoes at you, you can rack up a crap load of potential damage fast. I might have to do that in Scharnhorst to knock that goal out quicker. What was our base XP in that match? I wound up in first place. I have not played that many games in the ship, so just getting used to her. Trying to play patient at the beginning of the match, but get in and use those secondaries as soon as I can. So that was only 373,000 potential damage. Not a lot there. Oh shoot, I was gonna look at base XP, but that's okay. Grab one more container. Got some of the new winter camo for the holiday event. On my NA account, my original account, I still have a ton of the frosty fir tree from the old Santa crates that I have not gone through. That's how much I bought. That's how many Santa crates I bought. All right. Woo, look at the credits. I gotta double check the notes. I want to go buy the Hipper, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a discount at some point. Oh, we got 200% popping too on XP. That's excellent. All right, Oklahoma. Ship is slow as molasses in January. We're just working our way down. Only 2 more Snowflake ships. So let's just stay in randoms for this. There's just a lot less earnings in co-op mode. It's probably 3 games in co-op to equal 1 good game in random, so it's a time trade-off, right? If I had a lot of ships in port, I'd definitely be blowing through them in co-op, getting that star, well, Snowflake taken care of. But it's kind of a bummer to waste a 200% first win bonus on co-op as well. So, especially when you're in a new account. This account is not very old. I haven't played on it a whole lot. Again, broke down tonight and bought premium. It was going to be my free-to-play account, my free-to-play experiment. But man, when you're used to running premium time, it is painful. Painful to just grind on standard. And I have no qualms with anybody who does. If that's kind of, you know, what you're proud of is grinding a free-to-play account and not spending money on the game, then more power to you. I just have spent a decent amount of money on the game. I've not added it up. I've not told my wife how much I've spent. It's in bits and pieces, but it's a decent amount. At the end of the day, I figure with premium time, I play this game for so many hours that when you divide it all out over a year's worth, when I buy a year, it's a low cost per hour, and it's totally worth it. And my old hobbies are golf, play as much anymore, skiing. 1 day of golf or skiing costs you 3 times, at least double what a year of premium half off costs. So I feel like it's an awesome value, honestly, for me. Doesn't get me outside and get me vitamin D, but it gives me a lot of fun and satisfaction. These panels, these team panels are new for me. I've not been running these kind of enhanced team panels until just very lately. Oh, and again, I forgot to, well, I'll upgrade tonight, need to leave myself a note. I've been running the Nomogram Classic gun sight, which is fantastic. Notzer has a great video on how to use that. And for some reason, it did not load, so I think it's a separate install I have to do in the mod station. Obviously, you guys probably want to run a dynamic crosshair if you're new, not a static. Dynamic, it scales the tick marks with the distance when you're zoomed in or zoomed out. And theoretically, it's supposed to show you the number of seconds in flight time to these different marks. The cool thing about Nomogram Classic is the upper row is the flight time to hit a ship going 30 knots, and the lower row is the flight time to hit a ship going 20 knots. And when you get it worked out, it's pretty amazing. I still have to kind of look at it, calculate it. I haven't been running that site very long. I know people like Knots are just basically see the number and don't even think. It just appears in their head. I'm not there yet. I haven't run with it enough. But when I have just a half a second to actually look at my site, calculate distance, upper or lower bar based on the speed of the ship I'm looking at, especially for long shots, it really, really enhances your chances to hit. Middle spawn. This is a slow as all get out ship if you got her from the prior US Battleship split campaign. Mini Kansas. I've had some meme-like games in this ship just because her guns are pretty good, but it's a 40-second reload. But one game, we wound up getting butchered as a team. I was the last ship standing, and I had like back-to-back almost devastating strikes on 2 cruisers, which was fantastic. And the other team in chat started panicking a little bit, like they might lose, but they still had three ship advantage. But had some good games in the ship. It's just if you commit to one side and you should be on the other, and honestly, I probably should have thought about going to the other side, but it's not domination cap, so we should be able to hold theoretically. I have spotter point. Did I get it off in time? Surprise that CV. Uh-oh.
Attention. Reporting the
Call out
target
that
position.
Eagle. Mark him for secondaries, even though these are only 5.8 kilometers. You know there's torque. Oh, we did get... we got a hit on the... 4 hits on the CV. Okay, I'm going to mark the Eagle on the map just to draw attention to it. Fortunately, while the Exeter's way over there, it would be nice to have cruiser support or a DD to counter spot the Eagle. The Eagle doesn't have great detection. Hey, Mr. Hype, how's the hype train? It's not sad, dude. Just watch along. It's just different. It's just different. Still need to get on some matches with you. I'm going to do that again this coming week. I do have something to deliver to you. I just don't have it together yet for being my first follower.
Enemy heavily damaged.
I'm trying to play a little bit of PC because there's some really good missions on PC right now too, and I haven't played at all. You can unlock a free tier 7 battleship without doing a ton of work, and then you can get some, well, I think there's another ship beyond that, or some really good camos, permanent camouflages.
Spotter returning to ship.
So I've been feeling guilty that I haven't been playing PC at all. At all. Okay, I know the Eagle's torpedoes are coming. I might have to run into the island. And we are so slow. Start swinging the butt. We might take one. Look at this. It's like we're stuck in mud. We evade. Sorry, Eigel. Didn't work out this time. We did get some pretty good hits on him. Wow, we hit him again. Cody Bell! What's up, man? I can't shout you out on YouTube. Or I would. Are you safely returned from your journey? You're up kind of late. I guess you're an hour earlier. I started really late on this. We were watching some Star Wars movies and trying to get some stuff changed on my setup, get it de-Christmased a little bit. Hey, I got your message on Discord about YouTube, and I'd totally be happy to at least show you how I've set up my account. We should probably just jump on Discord to do that, because it's be a lot to go back and forth, you know, in type chat on Discord or something. Come on, get the Mayhan. Oh, just behind him. Your turn, heading to bed. Yeah, just maybe hit me up with just some times on Discord when you might want to be able to just jump on there and talk through setup. So, you know, kind of think of Twitch and YouTube is where you generate your streams, and then your YouTube page is where you can store all your stream VODs, and then if you make any videos, they can live on YouTube forever, which you probably have already done. I didn't look at your page, but I've learned a little bit of tricks, played around with it quite a bit with regard to organizing things. Thanks for stopping by, Cody. I'm not going to be on super late tonight. I've been up way too late, probably 3 nights of the last 4. Been dragging a little bit. Okay, we have knocked this team down quite a bit. Nelson's running. Might be able to clip the Nelson. And the Eigel is dead. We're behind as a team now. I mean, we're just barely arriving at the flank, and we've been going at flank speed the whole time. That's how slow this boat is. Top speed of like 20 kilometers. 20 knots, sorry. Okay, and she's fun, but you have to play this ship like without being in any hurry. Sneak some shells in that gap. Yeah, I've had some good games in this ship hype. I mean, I always seem to be low tier. I'm low tier again. I don't know if I've had one game in it where I've been the high tier ship. And as you can see on PC, it's a 2-tier separation. So you might be 1 tier down, but this game we're 2 tiers down. So I mean, at this point, I'm afraid our base is going to be getting capped soon. There's a Hatsuharu there. So actually, versus pursuing the Nelson, I probably have to turn back now. We do have an Iron Duke there who could theoretically help reset the base. 5 overpens on a New Mexico. So the shell velocity is pretty good on this ship, and the penetration is good, but you wind up getting a lot of overpens. And yeah, Nelson's gonna set me on fire big time.
Ship is on fire.
He's running like crazy though.
Spotter airborne.
Again, these mid-tier battleships in the US line are so slow. All these dreadnoughts. I do like her custom camo though. Look at her turrets. The stripes on them. It's pretty sweet looking. So not only is she slow, but it's a 40-second reload, which is pretty painful. She has crazy main battery range, though. Spotting range of 24 kilometers, maximum range of 24 kilometers. So shoot like halfway across the map. So can the Kansas, which is kind of like a tier 8 version of this ship. Oh, did not pen the Texas. Really? Our Iron Duke is getting abused by the Hatsuharu in our cap. Took quite a bit of fire damage and we need to heal that. Overshooting Texas or undershooting it? See if this elevated spotting angle comes to Legends at some point. Nelson.
The ship is on fire.
Nelson must have a spotter because he's hitting me from quite a long distance. I don't think the Texas is moving now.
Problem solved, sir.
He's holding position. Getting a little closer and getting some pens on him. Fortunately, their cruiser is hanging way back. Do better work on him. Ship's pretty deadly against cruisers. Ooh, Texas gonna get torped. All right.
Nice work.
Did we at least take out the Hatsuharu? Oh, we did. So we traded at the base. But I'm gonna try to group up with this New Mexico. I don't want to be alone. That's the cruiser. Is it the cruiser or the Nelson? Try to get broadside on this New Mexico as he comes around the corner. Select my anti-aircraft guns to focus on the right half of the ship. And do a whole lot, dude. Ship does have good anti-aircraft protection against lower tier CVs. Not great against higher. Oh, okay. Go. I want the Nelson. Nelson has weak side armor. I'm gonna have to overpenned again. Why is our Vacalin back behind me? Okay, I'm reversing course because if I go on a parallel course to this island, they're going to completely abuse my side armor, which is not good. It's not good armor. So I'm going to try to stay angled. But again, I'm lower tier, so even angled, I'm not going to be able to hold up to their shells for long. They're all ganging up on me now. Just got to put that fire out. I don't want to use that, but I should have waited for the Nelson to hit me because the Nelson's going to set me on fire now. Dead anyway. So painful being low tier in that ship over and over. Tier 5 is a tough tier on PC. You get down tiered a lot. That's why it's not my favorite tier. I prefer tier 6 through 9. Those are my favorite tiers. And our team was very much done for. So let's bump out of this game. We don't have to wait for the result. Exit. Sprint 1 of rank battles. Rank battles on PC is now broken into sets of sprints. So I've tried to kind of combine the old ranked sprint and into the new ranked battle format, which I prefer ranked sprint. I have not tried this new setup as of yet. All right, Omaha. Screw it. We're just gonna go. I'm gonna go co-op and get this one taken care of quickly, even though I like this boat. I want to try to knock this snowflake off quick. One neighbors. Yeah, this was my initial experience in the American line on my first account. I'm going to play all U.S. Navy ships. It's going to be awesome. Cruisers seem fun. That's what you start out in. And then when I got to Omaha, I read a lot on the forums about it. I mean, it is a good ship when you get better at the game. You just have to be very situationally aware in her. If you use islands to your advantage in the U.S. cruiser line, they are a huge pain in the butt to the enemy team. But obviously you can be citadeled in Omaha from any angle. She's food for battleships. She's food for smart cruisers that are shooting AP at you. So I like to immediately try to find cover, though in a game where your team has survived for the most part, if you're running around with some other ships on your team in open water, she is maneuverable enough to last in open water. But you have to be really cognizant of who's focusing you. So Hype, you said, so is it the same as Arizona? If you were talking about the last game, similar dynamics in that ship to the Arizona with regard to speed, good guns, but the Arizona's reload is probably 30 seconds, not 40. And I'm sure she's faster as well. So, but yes, the mid-tier U.S. battleships all play relatively similarly from Tier 3 all the way up to Colorado, really. And then the North Carolina, which don't have on Legends, is the game changer with regard to more mobile, greater speed, even better guns, though they're very high angle, so you have to change how you aim. But I love North Carolina. She's a really fun ship. And then you get to Iowa, and Iowa is even faster, but bigger turning circle because she's so long. And I have not ground back through Iowa on a second account just because it was a painful experience. I was grinding the U.S. battleships and the Japanese to begin with because those were the only two lines that were available when I started playing PC. And then the third line that came out was the German line. So I wound up playing a lot of German and Japanese and actually made it to higher tier faster in those two lines. I do have a Montana on my original account. I've made it to the tier 10 ship, but try to get behind cover here. Maybe take a hit. Okay, broke detection. We can still shoot over this island, which is to some degree. Which is kind of what U.S. cruisers are all about. It's high arcing guns. Let's put our catapult fighter up and see if we can spot people over here. Is our team coming to support? Kind of. A little slow on the draw. Still have a bunch of ships sitting central here. So this is a bit of a risky position. We can't get some support behind us, and yeah, we're low tier again. But it is co-op, so we'll get more focus fire more quickly because these ships basically sail in straight lines in co-op. This is a position I would take in a normal standard game as well. Whoa. Got those off at a little bit of a different angle than I wanted. We don't want to be sitting broadside to these guys. Come on. Alright.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
We have broadside on the
Taking
Hawkins.
the lead.
I shot those torpedoes sooner than I should have. Some people play all co-op, and you know, it's a lot more relaxing, that's for sure. It's a lot more predictable. I've had some high damage games in co-op that have been actually pretty fun. And it's fun during Snowflake time. Or if there's certain wind conditions on mission sets where it's acceptable in co-op. There's a lot more missions that you can do in co-op than it used to be. It used to be in the old days that hardly anything was doable in co-op. And the co-op mains got so upset about that that they changed and relaxed a lot of the mission parameters, which I think is a good thing. I have no qualms about people playing the way they want to play. So we have an enemy ship alive at sea, which is a Königsberg. Should be able to duel them pretty successfully. So again, we won't want to be showing broadside. There's his plane, so we know he's on the corner there. Shoot the low-hell ships in co-op. Steal some kills. Secure some kills, I mean. Oh, we got him.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
I'm just going to keep an eye on the minimap. One eye on the minimap and one eye on the Prince Idol Friedrich. He's turning our direction. His guns are not pointed at us yet. I just want to see when the Königsberg is going to be detected because he has 6-kilometer torpedoes. And actually, let's fire off our hydroacoustic just in case. Oop, I think he's been spotted now. There he is. Oh no, I don't want to eat his torps. Damn, I only have one set, right? Yeah, I only have one set per side. He's got 2. But he's a bot, so he's not firing his torpedoes. Now we got the Prince Idol Friedrich. Torp him! Ugh, painful. We might get him with torps. It seems like bots have magic powers to evade torpedoes, but I think we're gonna get him.
Sweet.
We would not have lasted another salvo. That ship has decent AP. That was a reward ship for a holiday campaign a year or 2 ago? Last year or the year before? She was not a popular premium ship. And as with this one, you got to the end of the first campaign, and then you had to play a boatload of games in that reward ship that you got at the end of the first campaign in the second campaign. And playing a ton of games in Prince Idol Friedrich was not fun. A couple years ago, a couple before that, you had to play Duke of York in a bunch of games. That was not super fun. Yeah, we rocked it. First place. Just kidding. But nets us some decent, well, not high XP, obviously, except for the boost, but this is base XP. Yeah. We don't get the benefit of that 200% first win bonus, but we get the damage. The damage does accumulate. 47,000 for how much work? Instead of a 20-minute battle or a 15-minute battle, that was much shorter. 6 minutes and 58 seconds. So that's the efficiency of running in co-op mode for these missions. You can get 1 snowflake blown off every 6-7 minutes. So you can do 3 in 20 minutes instead of potentially only 1 in 20 minutes. So again, if you've got a lot of ships, definitely use this to your advantage. All right, so I got itchy ears. All right, Oklahoma. Feeling like it's just run a co-op battle on this ship. Dare try one more game in standard and randoms. Just so slow. Let's just run it in co-op and get it knocked out. Oh wait, I already have my snowflake. It's already gone. Okay. So let's jump up and grind credits in Scharnhorst. I'm gonna move my commander over from my Koenig. Actually, how is that Koenig with regard to the tech tree progression? Where are you? Still have a ways to go. I think I just got Koenig a little while ago. I just haven't played this account for a couple weeks. Alright. Scharnhorst is one of the first premium ships that I bought. Oh crap! No, no, no! I didn't go up! I'm a fool! Alright, well at least it's a 200% first win bonus. And we can get actually working on potential damage. Let's see, how many oh, okay. There's a couple DDs per side, and there's some cruisers that have torpedoes. So in this battle, we are just going to head straight in. We are going to YOLO. Pretty good chance we'll have one of the DDs spawn into C. Or sorry, into D. Where we will head. Oh, there's a Makarov. Heard everyone's getting the Makarov in Santa crates. Is that the boat? I don't know much about it. What tier is it? Tier 6. I doubt it can be as good as the Molotov. If you're going to buy a tier 6 premium Russian cruiser, you have to buy the Molotov. 180mm guns, something like that. On a tier 6 boat. That is a fun ship. Just don't get hit broadside. Don't get hit from any angle by a ship with large caliber guns, because she has no armor. I think she has a Kirov hull, right? Something like that. A tier 5 hull. I do like this mod that shows you the torpedo ranges of all the boats. So it shows yours if you can't keep track of all that in your head and you're too lazy to hit the H key. You may not be able to hit the H key in the middle of a pitched battle. So actually, let's load HE for the first part of the engagement to see if we can slap a DD with HE real quick, and then we'll preload, single click. On AP. Well, looks like we're not going to spot the DD. Oh, there he is. But I need him to live long enough to shoot torpedoes at me. This is the strategy of playing co-op. So I'm only going to do one shot HE. Missed him anyway. Plane up. There's smoke. Use your plane. Get some visibility. Is that DD? So I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna basically select the Devonshire for my secondaries. There's some torpedoes. I need to get close enough to them to register as potential damage. think we might be close enough, hopefully. Devonshire also has torpedoes. We need damage too, so... Oh man, we just torqued him. Fire your torpedoes, Devonshire. Okay, I'm gonna angle straight at his position just in case he did fire torpedoes. And yep, we're gonna secondary the Amagi. Line up. Oh, cool. Hopefully we get credit for those.
The ship is on fire.
And we're gonna line up torpedo run on the Amagi. Try not to get rammed. Let him get nice and close. It's gonna work my Citadel though. Damn. Got punked. You don't want to get hit broadside by an Amagi in a tier 7 battleship from that distance. It's going to be painful.
Problem solved, sir.
That's why I love the freaking Scharnhorst. So, again, I started in cruisers, played battleships, and then when I bought the Scharnhorst, I parked her in port for a while because I wasn't ready for her. Didn't feel like I was ready for her yet. God, I can't go broadside as California either. But she is just so versatile. I love cruiser play because it's versatility. I'm gonna have to manually check her guns. I must not have priority target on this captain. Maybe I do. Loop back in here as soon as I can. I already have her tagged for secondary battery fire. Okay. But she's got great secondaries. She's got torpedoes. She has lower caliber main guns because you got all these other goodies. But she's a great cruiser killer. And powerful enough against battleships and just nimble in these knife fights. So how many ships do they have left? Technically we probably could ram, but we're gonna get enough health back. Can't go broadside, I'll probably be dead. Oh, we bounced that. When you're angling, don't go straight bow in, go a little bit off to the side. Hit the cheek. Bounced. Too bad there's no torpedo damage mission. That might be enough. Sweet! Rockin' the co-op. It's so hard to do when you play the game a while. Co-op is kind of fun, really, and it's a great way to get your feet wet in a new ship. You want to try to figure out their gunnery, their mobility. Don't feel bad about playing games in co-op in your new ships. Or if you're new to the game, you don't want to go straight into randoms with a ship that's stock. Maybe play a few games in co-op if you can to get some work towards that first module upgrade, which can make a big difference on some ships. Let's just see, kind of XP wise, yeah, our base was only 816. But we're making some progress. Oh, that's something to look at. Let's look at what potential damage was. So 870,000, not bad. So I could just run speed runs in this ship and probably knock out that 11 million in potential damage in probably 10 or 12 games. Again, seems like a lot, but it's not a lot when you consider that you're playing 3 games in the amount of time that you play one game in randoms. Okay. We did 105,000 damage. A lot of it was torpedo damage too. It's What's new in the armory? You guys been picking up your free crates in the armory? Free Santa crates and stuff? Another one unlocking. I have calendar missions that I haven't been doing. Though most of them have been easy or auto-checked because it's not been actual missions. It's just been like, have you linked your social media account or whatever. And those seem to be working automatically. Okay. So, switch back to randoms. I've got about a half hour left, so I'm play another 1 or 2 games. So now we have 10 million credits. Again, the ship I'm aiming to buy here is the Hipper. But I'm pretty sure usually around New Year's there's a discount, and sometimes it's like 25 or 30%. And that is like 2 million credits, 2 to 3 million credits that I could save. So I really hate to spend that now if there's going to be some discounts. I need to check and see if that's the case before I spend that. So, all right, let's play Oklahoma in a regular battle. Just see if we can grind some credits, and then maybe we'll play one of these low tier guys for fun that we're trying to move up the line in. Or I could play a Casta. I have to force myself to play some more destroyers. It's just so hard. I'm not very good in them. Again, I've never played one game in a CV. So I would be really bad in a CV right now. Thanks to any and all who've stopped in tonight. Really appreciate it. This is only the second stream I've done that's an exclusive YouTube stream. Again, I'm someone who's kind of maybe a wave of newer people who are not taking a Twitch affiliate offer straight out the bat, because I do broadcast simultaneously to Twitch and YouTube on my World of Warships Legends stream starting to, and you can't do that if you sign your affiliate contract. You can only put a stream up on YouTube 24 hours after it finishes on Twitch. And secondly, you get ads up the wazoo that you have to run on your channel. Now, I'm not a famous streamer. I mean, I hope I'm able to help people with some tips and tricks and show you the ins and outs of the game, but I hate people coming to a newer streamer like me and having to sit through a bunch of ads. So for now, there's, through my streaming software, Streamlabs, there's a way to give tips down through the tips link in the bottom. I'm just going to use that. I'm going to donate half of any tips I receive to charity, because this is not, again, my primary job by any stretch. And we're going to avoid, at least for a period of time, and think about whether we want to do Twitch affiliate or not. YouTube just seems to be really gaining ground on live streaming. And obviously it's the best platform for discoverability and best place to house all your videos. I'm putting up a video tomorrow on World of Warships Legends on a situational play of how to defend yourself in a battleship versus destroyers. So hype, if you're still around, you might want to check that out. I was playing a Bayern and had a Podvoisky triple division try to take me out. So I had to duel 2 of the Podvoiskys simultaneously and wound up getting a double strike kill with 2 close quarters kills 4 seconds apart in Bayern. It's just so fun. Again, I love the Bayern. I really like the mid-tier German battleships more than I like the mid-tier US battleships. Though Oklahoma was free, she's a premium, she earns decently, so I don't complain. Just have to, you know, accept what comes with the territory. A Marblehead Lima. That is a ship that was out a long time ago, unless they're selling her again. Right here. Guy's been playing a while, potentially. Early version of the Marblehead. Oh, our Hatsuharu is already eating it. It's only 2 DDs. We don't want to lose one of them. That would be bad. If you're a DD player, you kind of want to survive the first 5 minutes of the match, even if it means backing off. And like right now, there's no domination caps. So why a DD would be near death when you're fighting over water that has no value because there's no cap on it
Enemy battleship detected.
is beyond me. Okay, that Byron is going to run to the channel. We're going to just shade this direction, try to get anyone coming down this channel here or get shots on the Byron. We have a pretty heavy force here though, so I'm not going to try to go all the way over there because I won't get... It'll take me forever to come back. Center spawn in this ship is just not... It's not where I would pick if I had a choice. What's that? Ugh. Alright, well at least that was a trade. But we're going to be down to no DDs here soon, likely. Giulio Cesare going into the channel too, and that's a ship that will have to be countered, so maybe I will go over here. Dude, you don't want to charge in there.
Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support.
Kind of signaling, lost my chance to get a shot on the Byron. Alright, there Giulio's angling away. He's not playing really aggressive. A good Giulio Cesare player is very dangerous. That is a strong, strong ship. Figure out where their DDs have been spotted because we're leaving the middle a little bit open potentially. They're going to make a push, so we're going to counter the push. The question is, do we bow into it, or do we kite the corner? At least they're same tier ships. I'm going to kite it first. Well, you know what? I have 2 ships in front of me, so... Got Murmansk. You don't want to be there, dude. You do not want to be sitting still in open water. We're gonna bow in on the corner here. Tovsky is thin armor. Let's see if we can surprise him. We're not spotted yet. These shells are going to be coming out of nowhere. Come on. 1,000 is the overpen value on this ship. I get a lot of 1,000. Get in front of the Mermans just to try to save him. He's going to be pissed at me for blocking him, but he's going to get worked by this Byron if I don't block him. Fire a little bit above the armor belt on Byron. There we go. Any torpedo ships here? Don't know if they have a DD in this area or not. We're gonna call fire on the Byron.
All stations reporting the position of a
Focus fire is a
strategic
good thing.
target.
Oh, he beached. Dude, don't let him ram you. Don't ram him. You don't want to ram someone when you really have a health advantage. Good. Byron's healing. Oh, my turrets are really slow too. Overturn your turrets. It's bad news. Really? That's German turtleback armor, and I can't get my turrets back around. Overturn my
Attention.
turrets.
Reporting the target position.
don't know what we did, if we overpenned or bounced. Okay, Julio does not have great side armor, but he's got very strong guns. Get my guns. Switch to the left side. I'm going to look to the left, hold down my right mouse button. Now I can look around freely. And you'll see, even if I'm facing to the right, my turrets are turning to where I held them down on the left side of the ship. Now that I'm turned, I can let go of the right mouse button. And my turrets will stay where I want them to.
Concentrate fire on the enemy
We need to
warship.
stay angled to him. See, I like playing same tier ships. Oh, and
Main
Ismail's
turret
not
critically
same
damaged.
tier. Okay, I'm gonna hold position. See if I can catch the Ismail broadside. He has really weak broadside armor. He's gonna sit still for me. I'm watching the smokestacks. That's your telltale if you're not running a mod. Smoke is starting to go towards the front of the ship, so that means he's reversing now. A lot of people run the running lights mod. I don't. So I'm colorblind. I am in colorblind mode, which you can probably see. I don't know if I'd be able to see running lights mod properly. Dude, whap this guy while
Concentrate fire on the
he's
enemy
broadside.
warship.
Trying to turn and get my rear turrets in play here. It's gonna angle a little bit now. Dang, this is going slower than I thought. There we go. Now we can push forward a little bit again. Besides the direction of the smoke, obviously the wake is the other telltale. There's a wake on the bow or the stern. Okay, now I'm watching his smoke and he's starting to change direction. He's trying to put a wake on the stern and his smoke. No, he's now going to start backing up again. But he's not going very fast. Hedge our bets a little. I don't want to get broadside to
Main
him,
turret
as you can
critically
see.
damaged.
Oh, the damn overpens. Okay, switch our guns again. Or just stay angled. I'm not going to be able to use our rear turret. He's a higher tier ship. Oh, there's the CV. The plane! Put up the plane, boss. The plane.
Spotter airborne.
People are probably all too young to know what Fantasy Island is. Old TV show. Ismail's just getting away with sitting still. We just keep overpenning him. Plane is up to try to detect the CV, but no luck. It'd be tough to trade with the Ismail. Flat out. I mean, this guy could have come around the corner and at least started lighting him on fire. He doesn't want to go broadside to him like this. It's going to be bad. Shoot a little higher on the Ismail. Ismail is going to wind up shooting at the cruiser now, though. So get a couple free shots. Oh no, he's shooting at me. Looks like it was HE though.
The ship is on fire.
Ugh, now we have torpedoes coming. This boat has pretty good AA protection. We have a nearby cruiser, which helps.
Enemy battleship.
Spotter returning to ship.
Ismail's moved on, so I'm gonna actually heal my fire. And get a little bit of fire on the aircraft carrier while he's in range. Ship has amazing range. Not accurate at range, but you at least can shoot at stuff quite far away.
Solved, sir.
A little faster than I was anticipating. I don't know if he's expecting fire from the angle that we're on. Oh, right over. Repair party again. Thankfully, the Giulio Cesare has spent most of the match way out there, where he's not been able to have as much of a direct effect on the battle, because that is a game-changing carry potential ship. Oh, got the CD!
Wheelcraft carrier blown up.
That was my last salvo I was going to get on him. I love it. Giulio's going to give us some broadside. It's when I fear him less, when he's sideways to us. We have American battleship guns. These have, again, high velocity, it seems, because the AP penetration is relatively high and tends to overpen. Did we win? Or did we get our base capped? I wasn't paying attention, honestly. Sweet. Finished lower in that match just because we were isolated on that flank. And again, in the Oklahoma, you're going to pick a spot and you're not going to get out of that spot very easily. It's just too damn slow. But we did a little bit of work. We were halfway on our task 1. And potential damage, 3.3 million. So again, I might do a speed run next time I play with Scharnhorst. Co-op. 1,000 free XP in that game. For a newish account, we're already at 135,000 free XP. And if I look in the armory, we have a decent amount of coal. 46,900. Question is, would it make sense to buy a kind of lower-ish tier coal ship just to boost this account? I don't think I'm going to buy any Santa crates. What can you buy in the mid tiers? Lazo, I haven't heard a ton about. Haven't played it. Not super big on the Italian cruisers. Or is that Russian? I think that guy is. Is it Russian? Yeah. So I was thinking Lazo sounded more Italian. I just don't know enough about that ship. You do have a coupon too. Whoops. Use your coupons, which show up at the top of the armory. So you usually get a 25% coupon every 3 months. Sorry, just want to look one more quick time. Yeah, the Octrev isn't bad, but I would probably opt for a tier 6 cruiser if there was one available. Marblehead's a fun ship. That's pretty inexpensive. So we'll just have to think about it. I have the original Belfast on my first US account. Good ship. Prince Eugen, good ship. But I don't necessarily want to drop doubloons on a premium. Ashitaka I got out of a Santa crate a couple years ago thinking, and it's a fun ship. Amazing guns on the Ashitaka. A lot of people underestimate you. I'm probably too tired to run a battle in a destroyer. So Let's run one of these lower tier guys that we're trying to work up. That have a 200% bonus right now on first win. Miyagi, we have a ways to go. So let's grind Miyagi this time, number 3. Miyagi. I have Yamato on one account, and I think I'm tier 6 or 7 on my other account. I have not played a ton of games in Yamato, but I played a lot in Musashi at tier 9. I've seen some people, streamer-wise, getting Musashi in their Santa crates. Musashi is a beast. She's basically a little less accurate Yamato guns at tier 9. So when you face tier 7s, it's kind of not fair. She doesn't have a lot of AA protection, though, so in the new CV meta, it can be a little bit challenging with her. Alright guys, this will be our last game. It's getting relatively late where I am. We're coming up on almost 2 hours for the stream. Hope everything is working audio and visually for you if you're watching. And I appreciate, again, anyone who's stopped in. Again, try to be as positive as possible on this channel. There are times I get frustrated, but again, I've just gotten to the age of where raging and getting yourself all worked up just doesn't really suit me any longer. But just because I'm more casual doesn't mean I'm not as competitive as any person you know. I love to win. I do not like to lose. Tonight's been a pretty good night as far as competing pretty well in our solo games in randoms. And then again, it's the other thing about playing co-op. It just feels good to win pretty much every game. Every once in a while, you'll have a co-op game that comes a bit into question as to who's going to carry that game. So what's taking the matchmaker so long is just lower population at this tier. Got to match up the right matchmaking, and if it takes too long, we will wind up having bots in our game. Unfortunately, there's 2 aircraft carriers. I'm probably going to get hounded by an aircraft carrier this whole game if those 2 get pulled into our game, because this boat has like 0 anti-aircraft potential, and I mean like 0. And great, they have AP bombs, so Monica could not be my best friend by the end of this match. This could be tough. I kind of like the Miyagi. She's a weird layout. I like the German cruisers at mid-tier that have the 2 turrets in the back that are 360 degrees. So she kind of has this, you know, scorpion tail layout as a battleship. But only 6 guns, and they are wonky as all get out dispersion-wise. But I've had, in my career, some really good games in Kawachi and Miyagi, because so many newer players have such a hard time in them. You have to get in relatively close to bring the dispersion, the inaccuracy down. But when their AP hits, it's good armor piercing. And whereas if you run the Ishizuki, which is a tier 3 premium, and you think, you know, Japanese ships in general have HE that has a higher fire chance and a bigger alpha strike, so I'm just going to shoot HE all the time in Japanese battleships. Well, if you do that when you get to even Kawachi, you're doing it wrong. It's like a tier 3 thing. Hey Hype, you're still there, man? You playing some Legends right now? Getting some work done on your campaigns? I'm about halfway done. Actually, I got started on the Shakedown Trials last night.
Enemy destroyer detected.
So tomorrow night I might run some Legends, and if you're on, try to make space in a division. I was gonna do that last night, but I don't think I saw you last night. Okay. We don't have a lot of chance of hitting these destroyers way out here, but it's always worth trying. Shoot at destroyers in your battleships, because you just want destroyers out. So even one hit there helps our DDs that are in the cap compete and win versus that ship. And yep, he's out. Now we got another one. But this tier, well, the bot ships obviously rush straight in, but the humans tend to rush straight in too. Gonna intensify our anti-aircraft fire, but it's still not going to help a whole lot. He's turning. Gonna get where I can hopefully get in a broadside position on the Danae and hit him broadside. Dude, the CV player's new too, because he's attacking the cruisers that actually have some anti-aircraft capability and not me. Okay. Come on. Try to tend to go for the human players first in some matches, just to get the humans out, and then you can focus the bots after.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Okay, now we're gonna have a broadside shot on the Danae, which is kind of what we want. Oh no, he's gonna dip out. Still see if we can. Man, our aim keeps whacking out. Still see if we can catch him broadside as he turns right here. This could be pretty good. 3 overpens again. Okay, let's switch our guns. Again, having the 2 turrets in the back is a bit of an advantage when you need to switch the sides of your turrets. That's the one cool thing with this ship. So I kite a lot, just use cruiser tactics, and
The ship is on fire.
having the turrets in the back helps with that. Okay, we might need to load some HE to deal with this Wakeful. Just gonna try to run out of his main battery range. This Karlsruhe is a bot,
Problem solved,
so he's
sir.
gonna go in a straight line. German cruisers are hard to citadel. Ugh, overpen. I'm just trying to kite away because I don't want to just get HE spammed to death. Oh, cool. The Danae is out.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Bullseye.
There was a full penetration. And we hit on an angle that time, so when you're hitting a weaker armored ship with AP that's really strong, you actually, if they're a hard ship to citadel in general, it's sometimes better to hit them on an angle. I'm going to remind the Wakeful that I'm aware of his presence by shooting at him. Don't want to go in broadside to all these guys. Cool, just hit the Wakeful for 2,000. Our next shot will be back on the Karlsruhe. Ugh, we're behind on ships. I'd like to get my first win bonus. Come on, guys. Focus the Karlsruhe. So I'm gonna
All
call
stations requesting fire on
for
the designated
focus
target.
fire. As a team, you just want to shoot at DDs first. Oh, this is Orion is behind an island, so he's playing very passively, which isn't really helping a
Enemy
ton.
destroyer sighted.
I'm back here too, but I'm not. He's shooting right into the side of the. Oh, it's a bot. Never mind. Awesome, we have the bot battleship that's way back behind the island and shooting into the island. to blind fire where the DD was. We're going to go ahead and head in now. That entire force from the other side is going to be coming. So I'm going to want to take out... Yeah, the V-170 was the last surviving ship. We do have a Gangoot threatening their rear area, so maybe they will go back to focus on him. Be nice if the CV could take out the Wakeful. One hit on the Wakeful will kill him. Nice. I'm gonna go for the bot Miyagi and then try to take the A-cap. Ooh, there you go. That's a good AP pen.
The enemy is about to win.
We need to get A. CV is just cleaning up the ships that are mostly dead. And our Orion is still stuck behind the island. Woohoo! Way to go, programmers. So I guess he's protecting the CV. I need to get in and flip a cap. Is what I need to do. Now the enemy planes are going to be coming for us. Unless he's going to try to snipe the CV. And the O key intensifies our fire on the side of your choice. We're going to have to load HE now to defend ourselves against the destroyers. Come on, reload. Whoops, I reloaded AP. We better have the
Concentrate fire on the
CV
enemy
focus
warship.
on that B-170. Eat a torp. Oh, fun, fun.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy destroyer detected.
Oh man, just took a huge salvo from the Gangoot. And guy's sitting in the freaking back. I hadn't fixed my rudder fast enough, and we got another DD attacking the carrier.
Spotter returning
This
to
Orion is finally out. No, the Orion's way back here still. I mean, what a joke. You get completely screwed by the programming. This is not going to be fun the rest of this match. Oh, we almost killed the DD. One more shot on him.
damage.
Oh, cool, he got him. Caught up a little bit.
All stations.
Get him.
Fire on the target.
Oh, just over the top. I'm angling away from the Gangoot. I'm not giving him my side. I need to use my repair.
Concentrate fire on
Oh,
the
we
enemy
almost
warship.
kill another DD.
The enemy is about to win.
A lot of DDs at this tier just don't expect a battleship to be firing at them for one thing and having any chance of hitting them for another.
Enemy aircraft carrier sighted.
Nice. Okay, Gangoot, you've had a free ride.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I'm not gonna be around long, though. There's another Gangoot on that side. That's a bot. He's just sailing around showing full broadside. I just haven't been able to shoot them because I've had to mop up DDs. Yeah, it's better when I can shoot at you, isn't it? Well, the bot Orion is going to keep the bot Gangoot's attention. Nice if I could take out my buddy Monica. Don't kill me. Heal, heal, heal. CB is likely to stop behind the island, so that's where I'm going to put my shot. Ugh, they have a full health Wyoming over there, too. Our bot is useless. Totally useless. Come on, Monica. Overpen. So it's the same overpen value as the Oklahoma. Oh, 11,000. You gonna turn? Gonna turn? Oh, we lost the spot. Bot Orion is holding on, but not for long.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
I know, dude, but I gotta try to keep this bot alive too, and then okay, we'll switch. I'm almost to the boundary. Okay, now I'm in trouble because our the Hosho had moved. Well, Hosho, I guess, gonna get spotted from one side or the other. And we're out on points. Alright, well, we did 54,000 damage in Miyagi, which isn't bad at tier 4 at all. Just we lost a lot of ships. We lost our Clemson right off the bat. It was a bot, unfortunately. A lot of these bots went down quickly, and then our human battleship player here died really fast. Their human battleship players lived a little longer. So that didn't help us. So we didn't get our first win bonus. We did get 3,000 experience points and see if we can go shopping and unlock a module for that. Also just want to double check and see if the armory... No, I think it was going to take longer to reset. Yeah, 21 hours. Okie dokie. Oh, we're fully moduled out. We're just working on our 12,000 XP to get to the Congo. All right. This port is cool. I do love the cool Christmas trees and stuff in the back. Went to a commercial light display last night that you paid money to drive through in your car, and it had some really cool synchronized Christmas lights, all LED, all completely programmed down to the bulb, which was pretty neat to watch. So anyway, hey, I'm gonna wind up wrapping up this stream here. I just want to say thank you to everybody who stopped by. Hype, if you're still there, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I will probably play Legends tomorrow night for a little while. Not sure I'm gonna stream, but I'll look for you if you're on. And then secondly, Cody, I know you're in bed. If you watch this on replay, thank you for stopping in as well. Anyone else who was new to the channel who came by, really appreciate it. I do have a decent amount of content out on my YouTube page. Some of it is really new player oriented on World of Warships PC. And then there's some more advanced content on Legends, but I'm still relatively new at editing videos for World of Warships. So I appreciate any feedback you can give me in the comments or any value you get out of it. If you could throw a subscription on YouTube, that would be awesome. And you can follow me as Van Kraken without the gaming attached to it on Twitch as well if you watch video on both platforms. So again, really appreciate you stopping in. Just some fun kind of mid-tier play here, trying to work up the tech trees on these accounts and work towards the Strasbourg. So in closing, I think we chipped away at a couple of our tasks tonight, and I'll probably work on this account a little bit offline tomorrow morning. So hey, thanks so much for stopping in. I am Van Kraken. Really appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you again on a future stream here on YouTube. Thank you very much and have a great night.